The live visuals coming in from Kagiso. Of course, eNCA reporter Manqoba Mchunu out for us out in Kagiso at this point. But you could see, of course, members of the South African Police Services engaging earlier on with some community members. Now it looks like they're trying to redirect traffic. At the back there, if you could see, of course, in our visuals, there are some community members looking on to what exactly is happening in that particular route and that streets. Taxis as well trying to make their way in using those roads. Some cars even having to make a U-turn. Not sure if perhaps there's been a potential word for a protest, hence the redirecting and rerouting of traffic this morning that we're seeing. Some cars they parked on the sidelines. But perhaps I can bring in my colleague Manqoba Mchunu at this stage just to give us more clarity in terms of what exactly we are seeing. And I'm seeing a police nyala as well making its way in that particular route. Manqoba, back to you, colleague. I mean, with the visuals we're seeing right now, seems heavy presence there by the police. Any reason to believe that there is something that is expected in Kagiso this morning?
Well, certainly, Tumelo, as you can see, quite a huge contingent of police here this morning. In fact, we are in Munsterville, which is just a few meters away from Kagiso. It is a neighboring, township to Kagiso. And this is where community members here have also taken to the streets over the issue of illegal mining in the area. And of course, this is one of the areas where people will tell you that they are also badly affected by illegal mining. In fact, they say that today they are also shutting down this particular town. They want to ensure that there is no movement of vehicles, and that really they want to root out those elements in this particular community. You can see there, Tumelo, some of the community members that have come out here. They are saying that they are also going to proceed perhaps to some of those shafts, the illegal shafts that are here in this particular area, and they also say that they will do the same as we saw yesterday from those Kagiso residents. They are planning on shutting down those operations, and also in terms of trying to root out the zamazamas in this particular community. But of course, you have seen quite a huge police presence here this morning. They've just arrived now because of the closures that have happened here this morning. In fact, this road that you're standing on here, Tumelo, is the main reef road that links parts like Kagiso to Randfontein. And this is one of the big roads here in this particular area that has been closed by these protesters this morning. There were taxi drivers that had also parked their taxis here, closing this road for traffic to move. But we do understand that the community plans to proceed. In fact, Tumelo, that they want to go to these mines. They want to go to these particular areas where illegal miners have been spotted to try and perhaps stop those operations. But I want to bring in one of the community leaders here just to give us a sense of this particular action today. Raul, thank you very much for your time. Raul, you're just telling me just now as a community that you too are fed up with the issue of illegal mining. What is this all about?
No, this thing is not about like we're against at them. It's about the safety of the community, understand? Because some of them they are good, some of them they are so bad, you understand? As we are gathered here, as you can see, the police they just arrived now and they're starting to chase us. Instead of chasing them, they're chasing us. You understand what we are saying? It's just that we are not against Basotho National. No, we are against the criminality that we are doing into our community. That's all. Yes.
So what is the plan? What is it that you want to do as a community today?
As we have been gathered here, all of us, we wanted the police to assist us to remove all those illegal mining that is happening in our community. Instead of removing those illegal mining that are happening in our community, they are removing us from the street. Once we are busy if you may understand. Yes.
So what are the issues? What is it that you have against illegal miners? What are some of the challenges or problems that you are facing when it comes to illegal mining in this community?
With due respect, as I'm a patroller, by the way. I'm a patroller. As we've been gathered here, last of last week we had an issue. One of the girls that she's mental disturbed. She's about to be raped by a certain person that I cannot even mention his name, because those guys, I've been getting some threatening like 2 weeks back. They've been threatening like they wanted to maybe to kill me or whatsoever, which means I don't know what they wanted to do about me, you understand?
So they're terrorizing the community.
Exactly. We are living in fear, actually, because right now we've been gathered as a community, communities. We form a structure called patrollers. As you can see from my jacket here, those Muslims, they donated these things in order to protect the community. We are not against them. We love them. They are our brothers. But the fact is that their behavior is not welcome to the community. We love them.
So what are you saying? What do you want to see happen to Zamazamas in this community?
We want the police to do their job, because they're getting paid for what they are doing. They are getting paid every day and every month, actually. Every month they're getting paid for, like, they're getting free salary. They don't work for that money. They're just getting it for free because they're not doing their job. Even our station commander, Mr. Maduna, is not doing his job. I'm so surprised today to see this lot of police. Instead of this police that are here, why they don't just go there today, Zamas, and remove them instead of removing the people that are protesting?
So you want the Zamazamas removed from this community?
Yes, if they can do that, it's going to be better. It's going to be a peace community. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, Tumelo, I just want to show you here the community members that have gathered here. Of course, they are on the outskirts of this particular road. You can see there are quite a number of community members that are here this morning. They are out in the streets. Of course, it's similar scenes to what we saw in Kagiso yesterday, where we saw pockets of community members, pockets of protesters that took to the streets. And you can see there in the far distance as well, Tumelo, there are quite a lot of them that have blockaded the streets with rocks. And we see that those community members are also blocking that particular part of the road. But of course, the police are here on the ground. We're seeing them arming themselves with, rubber bullet, firearms to try perhaps and diffuse the situation and to open and clear this particular road, because it is a main road that links many parts of this, particular area to Johannesburg, as well as, the southern parts of Johannesburg. So that's the situation as things are here in Munsieville. And of course, the community members here as well, Tumelo, insisting that they want the issue of illegal, zamazamas or illegal miners in this particular community to be dealt with. They want them rooted out of the community, and they're saying that they will even go as far as removing them, from those operations where they are operating in this particular community.
All right. Well, of course, Manqoba Mchunu out for us out in Munsieville. And I mean, I had a conversation with the Mayor, Tyrone Gray, saying there are concerns that, of course, the protest will move to that community. Even the Zamazamas would move, of course, underground to those, communities. And I did pose the question, are there no concerns that then that will almost ignite a new, fresh protest action this morning? And we see their colleague with the visuals clearly showing us there in Munsieville that it seems that the police heavy presence is already felt, and some community members are already standing by. Manqoba Mchunu out in Munsieville. We'll be sure to check in with you, colleague, as soon as there are other developments occurring within the area.